Rhea Ripley reveals the moment she considered quitting WWE. I was at my lowest. I wanted to give it all up. If you like the video, please subscribe and comment. Rhea Ripley has reflected on her early days in NXT, including the moment she nearly decided to hang up her wrestling boots. We also have comments on her evolution from WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels. Rhea Ripley was only 20 when she first signed with WWE. A competitor in the Mae Young Classic, she looked very different then. For starters, she had blonde hair, no tattoos, and fit the expected archetype of a female WWE superstar. Talking to Paste, WWE Hall of Famer and NXT Senior Vice President of Talent Development Shawn Michaels said, "Everyone has seen those pictures of her and thought, oh, she's a cute young lady." The accent obviously won you over from the beginning. Ripley, however, wasn't happy and found herself even less pleased with her booking. Defeated for NXT Women's Champion by Nikki Cross at NXT TakeOver War Games, Ripley went on to lose 16 of her next 20 matches. "I literally broke down," Ripley says of that time in her career. "I was at my lowest, and I wanted to quit. I wanted to give it all up, and I was like, no, you have to continue for all the people that actually did believe in you. You have to prove the doubters wrong." After putting some thought into her career, Ripley changed her look and embraced her true self. "I said, this is me now." And they were like, "Okay, we'll see if it works." Luckily, I went out there, and I was so much more confident. The second Mae Young Classic, I was me. I didn't care. I just wanted to go out there and do what I loved. I wanted to brutalize and entertain, and that's where Rhea Ripley grew into. Michaels acknowledged that by saying, "As you watch her progression, it's crazy that this young, wholesome Australian lady turned into this very cool, very rugged, ostentatious superstar. When that happens, you think she might lose a lot of that endearing quality that she had when she looked differently. But because Rhea in real life is that person, that unbelievably sensitive young lady, you could see very early that she was going to be special." A successful run in NXT UK followed, and Ripley eventually arrived on the main roster, where she wasted no time in putting herself on the map. Heading into this weekend's WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, Ripley will challenge for the Women's World Championship in a triple threat match also featuring Io Sky and Bianca Belair. "I'm going to have to go in there with the mentality that I had within the Judgment Day," she teases. "I'm going to have to be the eradicator, just brutalizing people. I'm going to have to unlock that, and then, possibly, I may be able to pin Io or Bianca." Do you think Ripley will walk out of Sin City with a title? Rhea Ripley's cryptic apology to Io Sky after WWE Raw confrontation. Rhea Ripley's cryptic apology to Io Sky after WWE Raw confrontation. Rhea Ripley, a former WWE Women's World Champion, clashed with Io Sky and Bianca Belair in a heated confrontation. Last week on WWE Raw, Io Sky defeated Ripley to capture the Women's World Championship. Ripley was distracted by #1 contender Bianca Belair, who was sitting at ringside and cheering for Sky throughout the match. This led to Ripley getting frustrated with Belair for supporting Sky. The distraction proved costly, as Ripley, who was on the verge of retaining her title, suffered a shocking loss on the latest episode of WWE Raw. Bianca Belair had a face-to-face confrontation with her WrestleMania 41 opponent, Io Sky. However, they were interrupted when Ripley stormed down to the ring and got in Belair's face, intensifying the tension. The Women's World Champion Io Sky tried to separate them. However, both Belair and Ripley shoved her aside. In response, Sky slapped both Ripley and Belair, asserting her frustration over their actions. Later, Io Sky expressed her feelings on social media, addressing the situation by calling them friends. Sky urged them to step away from their phones to avoid further conflict. Rhea Ripley reacted with a sarcastic reply and a rolling eye emoji, subtly hinting that their tension was far from resolved. WWE is considering adding Ripley to the match, potentially turning it into a triple threat for the title, with Ripley already entangled in the rivalry between the champion and the challenger. It will be interesting to see how she inserts herself into the title picture at WrestleMania 41. WWE's Rhea Ripley crushes 16 cans in her thighs to prepare for WrestleMania weekend. The wrestling superstar shows off her strength in a new promo days before WWE's biggest show of the year. Rhea Ripley knows a thing or two about crushing her opponents. Now she's doing it on some aluminum cans. The WWE superstar, 28, appeared in a new advertisement for C4 energy drink, which was posted on Instagram on Wednesday, April 16th. The promo shows Ripley, who the WWE Universe has nicknamed Mommy, being tasked with a challenge. How many cans of C4 energy can she crush between her thighs? Ripley didn't back down from the challenge. The multi-time women's champion smashed 16 cans of C4 with ease while sporting her usual all-black gothic look. The promo certainly caught the attention of Ripley's 5.4 million Instagram followers, who all rushed to the comments section begging for Mommy to crush them next. "Me next, me next, me next," wrote one person. "Now this is marketing," shouted another. A third person joked, "Luckiest can on earth." Ripley may need a few C4 energy drinks to prepare for this weekend. WWE is in Las Vegas for its annual WrestleMania 41 extravaganza. The two-day event takes place on Saturday, April 19th, and Sunday, April 20th, from Allegiant Stadium. At WrestleMania 41, Ripley will be challenging WWE Women's World Champion Io Sky for the title, but it's not a simple singles matchup. That's because 2025 Royal Rumble winner Bianca Belair will be in the contest as well, making it a triple threat. Rhea Ripley opens up about nearly quitting WWE. Rhea Ripley may now be one of WWE's most dominant and recognizable stars, but her journey to the top nearly came to an end far earlier than many fans realize. In a recent interview with Paste magazine, Ripley opened up about a particularly difficult chapter in her career when she seriously considered quitting WWE altogether. The former women's world champion recalled a time in 2017 when, despite working matches against rising stars like Bianca Belair and Shayna Baszler, she found herself stuck in a rut. After failing to defeat Nikki Cross in an October 2017 match for a shot at the NXT Women's Championship, Ripley went on to lose 16 of her next 20 matches, an extended streak that took a major toll on her confidence and mental health. "I literally broke down," Ripley admitted. "I was at my lowest and I wanted to quit. I wanted to give it all up and I was like, no, you have to continue for all the people that actually did believe in you. You have to prove the doubters wrong." That pivotal moment led to a complete transformation. Ripley overhauled her look and attitude, debuting her now iconic presentation at the 2018 Mae Young Classic, a decision that proved to be a major turning point in her career. "I said, this is me now." And they were like, "Okay, we'll see if it works." "Luckily, I went out there, and I was so much more confident," Ripley said.